right, man. Welcome back. Here's another episode of Everyday Epiphanies podcast where we sit up here and yap about a variety of miscellaneous topics. I know y'all like, what the hell is he chewing on? Vitamins, bro. You gotta have the vitamins, G.
Vitamins, minerals, you feel? That's
You gotta have
stupid.
them vitamins. You feel me? Gotta keep them up.
Mhm. Yeah, man, them Flintstones gummies ain't working no more, y'all.
Oh, man.
They done retired in the system.
Hey, man. I used to hate them orange ones, bro. Orange was the worst.
I just remember them being hella chalky. I know that's not a
Bro,
topic, but
mad chalky. It's definitely not a topic, but yeah, bro.
That's crazy, yo.
yeah, get y'all some
Real
new
shit,
ones. They
man, for
expired.
real. But yeah, no, I'm gonna let these guys start us off on the topic of today.
Man, today, I don't know. You might consider this some nerd shit, but we some nerds and we yap about stuff. So today we talking about characters. More specifically, we're talking about protagonists. Like, think about your favorite show, or take that back. Yeah, actually, think about your favorite show, right? And is the main character likable? Do you like the main character? Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
Is
Yeah.
he the reason you like the show?
Yeah.
No.
Not necessarily.
Mm-mm.
Okay, we might have to come back to that. But I'm gonna say the question today is what makes a good protagonist?
So much. So,
Yeah.
so,
I
so,
already,
so much.
I already know you got it.
Oh man, there's so many different types. I
Yeah,
wish
yeah, it's
I'm,
some
I'm
types. It's some types.
okay. So for me, not gonna lie, I always lean towards the fallen hero. That is my favorite type.
Not
That's
anti-hero.
no,
Okay.
no, no. The fallen hero, the first two that come to mind are Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan
Okay.
and Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars. The fallen hero, the one
You
where
about to
it's like,
build back up.
or he doesn't. Another one that I haven't seen that I know is also on this list is from Room, I think is what it is. Or
Room.
Doom. It's
Don't,
Doom. I'm
don't, don't,
sorry,
don't.
Doom. Doom. Uh he's also, I know he's a part of the fallen hero category.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
But
it's pretty, huh?
I was just going to help you move forward. I was going to say which. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you go.
No, yeah, I enjoy Star Wars is a little different, but no matter what, if you're writing a protagonist, if I'm watching it from the build up or the struggle of the main character, and it's like once the climax hits, usually in stories, this is what a protagonist reaches like either godhood or you know, redemption for the thing.
Hmm.
But instead, with these, it goes all the way left. It goes down. They're no longer seeking to be the hero. They're not saving the day. What the masses in the story believe, the protagonist is pretty much like no to all of it my way. I enjoy that because it's such a twist
Hmm.
on how you have to watch all the rest of the characters mourn the love that they had for that character. You know?
And everybody like, you just different, bro.
Yeah.
You moving different. You are the chosen
I
one.
want out of yeah, that.
Uh,
Uh, yeah, y'all could take it because I could just go, but there's so
yeah.
many. I wanted to add this to y'all stuff. I know we're talking about protagonists, but hence the background, secondary protagonists as well, because
Hmm.
I think that they're equally as important. I had sent some photos to the group for the chat. You don't have to show them, just for reference though. Just like the Gojos and the Ghettos. Um, the Gons and the Killuas, the Vegetas and the Gokus, like how they're both there, but they're like completely opposite sides of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that too. It brings a different reason to watch, especially when it's tight knit. You know, like
Hmm.
if one is having an issue, you know the other one's about to tee up, and whatever that means, and that's
Mm.
so hype. You know, like a reference
Mm.
is Vegeta getting stomped on Namek, and then Goku coming out from healing and seeing what Vegeta is like completely beaten down, and Vegeta even swallowing his pride and saying essentially like, "Get this man, bro."
Help,
Like,
bro. Help.
yeah, and he don't never say that. Like that's character development because
That
now
boy got
Vegeta's
so
asking for
help.
help and Goku's pissed, and we don't never see that. You know, like genuinely, I love that writing
Yeah.
Okay, so
when
you like
things
the
have
back
to,
and forth.
yeah, yeah. Obi-Wan having to actually put his brother down, but he's not the attacker. He is always defensive. Stuff like that. Or Anakin doing the move that Obi-Wan did to slay Maul. Anakin doing that move thinking it was going to beat Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan already knowing. Like that.
You're the
Yeah, I could nerd out, bro.
champion.
I love
Yeah.
protagonists. I love protagonists, bro.
Okay. So you agree that there's layers to this shit.
Oh, for
Yeah, there's
sure.
definitely layers to this shit.
Okay. What about you, Courtney? What's your goal?
Man, look, I like the happy-go-lucky ass protagonist, bro. I'm gonna tell you why, right?
Okay.
I like those protagonists. 'Cause everybody knows. If you know me, you know my main my favorite character is Luffy, right? I
Hmm.
like those happy-go-lucky ass characters because when they hit those moments that fan is talking about, you feel that shit. You like imagine someone just being happy all the goddamn time, but that moment when they get pissed off, you feel that anger, bro. You feel how they feel in that moment. Or when they get into a fight and they can't fucking win for shit, you feel that, bro.
Hmm.
Even when it's like to the point where the villain or whatever like almost breaks them, you like, damn, bro. I seen this man win every fight. I seen him go head to head, and then he loses here, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
Hmm.
Like, best example, right? One of my favorite moments in One Piece, right, was when Luffy made it to how the fuck did I forget the name of the island? When I describe it, people gonna know what the hell I'm talking about, right? I can't think of the name of the fucking island right now, but he made it. Saboti. When he made it to Saboti Island, right? The fucking Marines was there waiting on him, right? And that's when he ran into the warlord Kuma. Kuma had already low key saved him in the last arc or whatever. So when he got to Saboti, right, Murray's and shit was waiting on him. I'm talking Kizaru, all them, and he ran into Kuma. Kuma just touched one of the crewmates. Poof, nigga disappeared.
Wow.
Luffy like what? And he just went through just smacking everybody, bro. And in that moment, bro, you just saw Luffy break because just like this man fought everybody up to this point. Even though he had problems, he didn't really have a problem because he overcame that shit with ease. But
Hmm.
at that moment he broke because he was like, bro, I can't. He's too strong. I can't save no one. And he just watched his whole crew just disappear, bro. Like,
Right.
so
What I'm
yeah,
supposed to do about that?
exactly.
And as the reader slash watcher, you already invested.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I'm a take this second to say I agree wholeheartedly. I'm a very big fan of the I'm not sure if I want to use this word, but naive style of
Yeah,
protagonist. Like he don't know what's gonna happen, but he ready.
yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Low key
Like for
hopeful.
example, yeah, and my example was gonna be Finn. Like he
Okay.
always ready for some action, but he just a chill dude.
Right?
I think
Just
Miles
the main
Morales
guy.
is another good one. Miles
Exactly.
Morales is
Miles, yeah, that kind of even Peter Parker. I feel like is just I'm just living my life, and people keep calling me that duty. I'm gonna be here. I
mhm.
get. So I agree. I like those kind of characters too. So,
Yeah. I also like
but
I also like the
go ahead.
characters that like the famous song about the whole or they it just reached godhood, bro. Like, yeah, that's hot. That's hot,
That's hot. That's hot.
bro. Yeah.
Bro, seeing a man go Super Saiyan for the first time
Mm-hmm.
after watching his whole journey. You feel me? You get through all of Dragon Ball, right? If I'm not mistaken, without seeing a Super Saiyan.
Yep.
And then you get to Z and you see that for the first time, like, he could do this the whole time and we're just now seeing it. That's crazy.
I I want to say I don't care if it's showing the age, but watching that real time hit so different because we
Yeah.
didn't know if we was getting another season. It
Mhm.
ended with that. It ended like he reached the legendary thing, and then we're left to think he died there. Like, damn.
And
Mm-hmm.
And then not even then, not really. It was more like a cliffhanger because when they got to Earth, they tried to wish him back, and then they couldn't. So
hmm
then they're like, all right, so he's still out there, but we didn't know where. So yeah,
that shit
Man,
cool.
man floated the fucking yard rat.
yard rat, bro. And learned instant transmission and some more shit.
Talking
But
about a yard rat.
That's the name of the
I just
podcast.
want to
Floated yard rat, man. It's crazy.
honorable mention to the how do I even say this? I like, and this isn't the topic for today, but the side characters who could have been the protagonist,
Go on.
the Kakashis,
Oh
the
my.
Gojos, like,
Yeah.
yeah, I enjoy that. Look, man,
Now,
protagonist. Go ahead. What?
in terms of Kakashi, I see it as a person that's a fan of Kakashi. I see it, but like, char- character wise, Kakashi wouldn't have did it. I don't think he would have did
Wouldn't have did what?
it. Like, been like the main character.
It
Oh,
was
like,
either him.
like satisfied the people.
Wait, say that again.
Is that what you mean? You mean like did it as in like satisfied watchers or readers?
No, like character wise, like if for example, I'm thinking like if the story was alive, right? I don't see Kakashi wanted to be the main person, even though he took up Hokage, but he just did this shit just because
hmm
yeah, just that's all I'm
You
saying.
don't see him
This
wanting to be great.
Right? Yeah,
So that's
because
one-sided character.
he is great, but he's just like
right.
I can. I don't want to. I'm just gonna read these you know Orin books all
Yeah.
day.
There's love
These love
stories.
novels.
But like
Yeah.
I guess it only becomes one-sided when there's never a change.
Right.
I haven't finished it, but I know pretty much he the same nigga the whole time. And
So
so that's why he won't do it.
in Courtney's perspective, in my perspective, what I'm saying is a main character or a protagonist is only the protagonist because the POV of the story is being told from that character
Mm,
throughout the story. I'm saying if you shifted it, if we made this whole Naruto story about Kakashi, that would have been crazy. If you changed the whole perspective of the story and put it on Obito, then you would have had what I was talking about earlier. It would have been a fallen hero
hmm
story. You know,
Yeah.
Okay.
that's what I mean. Like that. Shout outs to those types of writings as well, the Naruto's and the My Heroes, where you stack so much info on all the back background characters that you could do that. Like as an audience, you care about some minute character who most don't give a shit about. You
Mm,
know,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
In that case, right? Just a quick little side note, right? I would love a POV from Dobby.
Oh yeah, for sure.
My hero.
Yep.
Yes. Yes. And I but then okay, so this is a twist to the protagonist topic today. Can y'all think of any stories where we got through and through the villain side?
The entire like
Because
plan.
yeah, because the only time I think we get that is after the protagonist is already solidified. Because then we'll get movies like The Joker,
Yeah.
or
Hmm. Oh, right. Like just from the jump, we got the
just
villain
straight
side
villain.
first.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it, but I think it would be super interesting though.
I
I think the
I think the
go ahead.
closest we ever like got to that was the Uchiha massacre.
Yeah. But even then I don't consider him a villain, but I get you.
No, I mean like, well, Donzo, the whole like
Right.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think anything else. Have we gotten we're supposedly, I don't know if this is confirmed. We're supposed to be getting a Lord Vader series on Disney Plus.
That's what's up.
That'll be kind
Bro.
of cool.
But it's starting from Anakin. So that's gonna be crazy. I guess
Oh,
yeah, that means you get to hear the enaction of Order 66. What was going through his head, what information was being told, what
word.
conversations were being held between him and Lord Sidious. Like I'm here for that.
Man,
So I'm super hyped about this side note because I just started playing Jedi Survivor.
Oh,
So like
okay.
I was locked in when you said that. That's kind of fire.
No, I'm
Okay.
excited.
Damn, right. And this is the kind of thing that's not even a main character, and we're excited about it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess my next question would be: is it the supporting characters that make the main character?
No, this is gonna be a complex answer because it shouldn't be my answer. But say the question again because I'm about to answer something completely different.
The supporting characters,
Yes,
or say, do the supporting characters make the protagonist?
they make them better.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
another, I'm just gonna be name dropping shows. What's it called? The Last Kingdom. It's a show that's like, in my opinion, I know people are gonna come at me, but I think it's better written than Game of Thrones. My opinion, and it's more concise. It's less layered.
Hmm.
It's way more straight to the point. But man, does it hit. No spoilers, but like if you lose somebody in that show, it hits, man. And there's a very distinct point in the show, and this won't pinpoint anything if I say this because it happens. You'll think that this is like his lowest point. I promise it does not get better. But you watch him endure, and that's a crazy storyline to watch. It's not some Goku character who has all these powers. He's human and
Hmm.
has to, live through this pain that you're watching happen. That so the pain happens from good supporting characters,
Right.
you know.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, watching the relationship, the interminglings of the protagonist and whoever else.
Yeah. I was gonna pretty
Okay.
much sort of say the same thing because like the first thing I think about is Supernatural. Same
Hmm.
thing. Like if because like how can I put this right? If it wasn't for like Castiel and the intervening of God, they would have died a long time ago. But because God pretty much fucked them, like yeah, they just kept coming back. Like So,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm. You had something else before I keep.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say something about. Oh, I don't mind protagonist tropes too. I want to make sure I make that very clear. because I feel like heavy book readers hate tropes. I know we spoke on this on another podcast. We were talking about the white hair trope. You know, some people are turned off when they've seen something too many times. So like a Killua, like a Dante, like what's this new one is Fearing, Gojo.
Mm.
Even the new or the main character's transformation in Don to Don, right? The white hair trope of being OP,
Right.
Ultra Instinct.
What's wrong with that though?
Tropes is just, for people who want fresh, new. If your trope has been done, it'll turn a lot of people off. If it is a overwhelming trope, like a lot of people hate shonen off top because shonen is, you know,
So
it's. Go ahead.
not different enough.
Supposedly,
We say on here all the time, same but make it different,
for sure,
but it ain't different enough. So now
for some,
it's balance.
because for me the difference, like I like the underdog story of him becoming the greatest trope. Shonen, I'm here for that all day. I will never get tired of the Narutos, the My Heroes, the Don Dons, the what's another one? The solo levelings. I'm not gonna get
Mhm.
the kaiju number 8s. I don't care. The different is it's a different style, it's a different area, it's a different artist. That's the difference.
Different story.
But people hate the trope of underdog becoming number one.
Right.
There are tropes that people
Right. You
just
feel
dislike.
it feels predictable.
For them, yeah. They want something that they don't know what's gonna happen.
Right.
I hate
Okay.
I hate the trope of the main character never actually losing.
Yeah. Same.
I need my character to take some L's.
Because
I need my man
like
have him take the back seat.
yeah,
Okay.
because like even though
Exactly.
Goku has never beat Vegeta, he has never actually lost a fight.
Such a crazy combination of statements. But yeah, I know. I agree.
Yeah, Goku
Yep.
has never beat Vegeta, bro.
He hasn't. Every time they fight, he technically loses. If someone isn't stepping in to save him, he does not beat Vegeta.
Yeah,
You know that meme of the dude looking at
Yeah.
like
Yeah, it's tough.
like when this is probably spoiler. Well, it ain't probably it is spoiler, but for those that don't read, Goku lost against Moro. But you know what saved him? A goddamn sensu bean from the ball little boy. Yep, god dang Krillin.
World stomped his ass out with some Timbs
Some
and a
Tim's
Henny
and some
body.
Henny, bro.
Bro, like
Crazy.
Moro was said to be beat by Vegeta.
He was.
Like Vegeta's power literally was countering what Moro was doing.
After the Vegeta went to Yadrat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And do you know
Plot
what?
armor.
And do you know what happened? The bald little man gave him a sensu bean.
You referred to Krillin?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
That's stupid.
Gave him
You said it, and I was like, I ain't made it there. Maybe it's another character. That's stupid.
him a doggone sensu bean.
That's annoying.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm gonna take this point and say that kind of shit ruins a good protagonist.
Which part?
The fact that he get out of everything
Yeah.
scot free. I need this is gonna segue me into what I was gonna say. I need some relatability.
Mm-hmm.
I need my character to be, not every time, but most of the time I need my character to be as complex as a person is. That's what's gonna keep me there, right?
Yeah. Real quick, while we're here, and I kind of have it. I
Mhm.
think a very amazing scenario of what both of y'all are talking about, done right, was early Naruto when they're on the bridge fighting Zabuza and what was the one with the mask again?
Cool.
Haku.
Yeah.
That was great. Like Naruto trying his best to, you know, withstand that. Sasuke also, but then Sasuke getting beat also, but then the demon within Naruto making him have more energy to fight back. But we as the onlookers, the witness, like the watchers, right? We know this isn't really Naruto. Like Naruto's capped. This is Nine Tails energy now, right?
Mm-hmm.
At this point, Sasuke doesn't know, and his ego is hit. He's like, this weak ninja
Mm-hmm.
ain't about to outdo me. How is he doing it? He's not better. And that fuels. Like, I like
Right.
that. That justification, knowing that my main character is fueled by something else, I was okay with.
Mm-hmm.
Versus some, like, Krillin can only come in so many times. I get annoyed. It's been done.
The power of friendship.
And that's a whole nother trope. And depending on how you do that, I'm okay. But like,
It's the power of friendship. I need to save my brothers.
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
said it best, bro.
What?
The power of friendship. He always say that shit. With
The
the
power
power of
of
friendship,
friendship, bro.
we can
Crazy.
do it all,
I
bro.
always got a weapon class named that on duty.
Good.
But nah, yeah, man. I like so far right now in the recent times, and I want y'all's answer on this. So the question would be, who is a protagonist that is really standing out for you, new or old? So it's not difficult to answer. Because for right now, for me, I think the protagonist of 2024 for me would probably be Yuji from Jujutsu Kaisen. I think he's the first main character or protagonist I've seen who had nothing and was thrown into a scenario where everyone else is super OP. And like the power creep, because it's not like he just gets this overlying power up that makes sense. No, this man is working for it just to break even with someone who started off like here to him. You know, he's just boop,
Hmm.
but fighting for it. You watching him get dogged out. I haven't seen writing like that, I don't think. And I
Right.
enjoyed that. I really
Okay.
enjoyed that. He
Mm.
ain't no, he wasn't any like chosen one from forever ago. No, this is just the OP dude. And I'm not spoiling. Like I know what happens. I read it all the way through, y'all. I'm just saying how it was presented in the anime. It was great.
Mm.
Yeah. I've been since I've been reading. I told y'all about Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi. I'm
Yeah.
really I'm really liking his character because he is like a rare. He's like a rare breed, right? He's called the Ultimate Exorcist because he can do shit that a lot of other exorcists cannot do, right? And like, how can I put this? So the reason why I'm really liking his character is because like, even though he's set to be OP, and he pretty much walked the floor with the first couple upper rank demons. I forgot what they called in the story, but once he met one of the tip top demons, and even though he low key kind of went head to head, but Buddy was like, I'm only here for a short amount of time, so I mean I'll be back. So we can run this one more time. I like you. You know that's what the demon said, but it's just like, yeah, I like that shit
Um, I I had it at the tip of my tongue.
Take your time.
Say the question again.
The question is, who is the protagonist that you've been rocking with, like new or old, to make it easier to answer?
Okay. That's what stumped me up. I was really trying to think about somebody that wasn't present right now, but this
Yeah,
dude, this dude right here in the background, man.
great choice.
It's it's different.
though. He got that freaky granny
It's
in him.
Ken, boy, Ken.
you got that freak ass granny. Nah, right. Even that. different. You know, that's not his character, but like even the stupid ass situation that he's put into
Yes.
is like interesting. You know, he only got one goal, you know, and that's our simple layer. But under this one goal is like all this different shit that's happening. Like, oh shit, is she actually pretty? Oh shit,
Yeah.
am I actually? You feel me? Like, is this more than just what it is? I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it's so new, but I'm just saying, like, he got, I don't know, he got something that drew me into the story, and I just really fucked with it from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, from the very first scene when all she did was protected him in that one simple moment. I was like, why she do that and then pimp off? You know, that's not a spoiler because that's like first 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So it's just, I don't know. It caught me and it just kept me,
What?
and that's enough. And sorry to cut you off,
No.
but I'm also writing a character, so when I see characters that are written in a way that I would write,
Yes.
it's nice. You know what I mean? Like it's. I guess maybe I want to rescind my first answer. It's not always the happy-go-lucky. I like when they got multiple sides like a real person would.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I like hearing most of the time characters do it, but I like hearing the inner monologue. I like to hear what motherfuckers thinking as they go because this might sound kind of head ass or weird, but like some of that shit make you think about how you look at situations yourself. Like, damn, I wouldn't even thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's cool. And when I tell y'all about Fiend later, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like in the way the inner monologue works and like what decisions we about to make and like I don't know, that's just nice. It's a breath of fresh air than versus seeing like a character where instincts just take over or they just naturally talented. Like that's cool. That's very cool. But like I like kind of I'm on both sides of the spectrum. I like to see the growth, but he don't necessarily have to fail. But and also like to see them living and breathing and being a person on all levels. So maybe I'm the difficult watcher or reader, I should say, because I'm expecting a lot more from a character. Like I sometimes have trouble when I'm watching certain movies or TV shows when a character is just so
Linear.
yeah, so just in their way. It's like, damn, bro, you gotta learn from it. Didn't this shit just happen to you? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you're not learning nothing. But that's the kind of character that gets plot armor.
For
He's not
sure.
learning from his mistakes, but he just keep getting saved in every
Yeah.
situation by somebody else. That's weak as hell.
Yeah.
So yeah.
With that, I want to piggyback and say Game of Thrones. At least I will make sure to say that and not Song of Ice and Fire.
Okay.
Because in Game of Thrones, I will always go on note or record to say I adore Ned Stark. I adore Jon Snow for
Hmm.
both those reasons that you said, because everything about their characters are from the failures, you know, what they do or don't do, the things they say is all from like prior happenings. And
Hmm.
that makes their choices later so much more epic. And then when someone is thinking that they're doing like that, their choice is stupid, you know, like for everybody who thinks that Ned should have been king, but he watched so many kings lose it. He was like, "Nah, I'm okay. I love my family. I love my land. Y'all can have that.
Hmm.
I don't want the world at my back trying to kill me while I'm trying to lead." And same for Jon Snow. And Jon Snow just thinking that because he's displaced that he has no right to lead anyone.
Right.
But he's
Yeah.
the one that got all the
Right.
direct lessons and lineage of Ned. It's just,
You
it's
know, you know,
fire.
Jon
It's,
Snow.
you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
man. These characters be so lit, bro. Have y'all read
Wait, hold on.
Corey's?
I wanted to add one little tidbit, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
I guess this falls into the tropes section,
Yes.
maybe. But I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of like the tropes where like certain characters have like certain things. Like for example, in Ultimate Exorcist, Kiyoshi, even though he's an exorcist, he was scared of demons. Zen,
Yeah, no.
Zenitsu, when he goes to sleep, like
Oh,
Yes.
little stuff
He,
like that.
he
Yeah,
tees up.
yeah,
You like that?
yeah. That's cool. And
Okay.
that's one of those things that maybe I'm not paying attention that much, but I don't see that being played too much. Like that's one of those tropes that's not like out there in every story and every anime,
It's like it's never, it's
or it
rarely
might not
made
be
the
noticeable.
focus.
Right, yeah,
It's not made the focus. It's kind of
Right.
like in that one-off movie with Superman when they cut his barriers off and he was wrecking shit.
yeah,
And he didn't care about not killing. He was murdering
right,
people. That's a better example of exactly that is Yuji, because Yuji doesn't want to kill,
yeah,
but as
Mhm.
the story's progressing, his not give a fuck meter is.
right.
He's like,
A better way for me to phrase that, right? It's not made into the character's personality that way. Like
okay,
how Zenitsu going to sleep is made into his character. Ultimately,
okay,
Kyoshi, him being afraid of demons was made into his character. You get what I'm trying to say?
okay.
Like
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
following.
it isn't part of they stilo, I should say.
That's them. That's
Yeah,
them.
yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah. Type
Which
thing.
which part not being a part of their stilo? Them what
Like
they have to do?
type of thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Okay,
makes
got
sense.
you.
Yeah.
So like for Zenetsu, it's him
Him
having to fight.
going to sleep and then teeing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So him going to
That's
sleep
a
is the
call
only
to
way he
action.
genuinely fights.
Yeah, or like Ultimate Exorcist Kyoshi, even though he's this all powerful exorcist, the man
Yes.
low key afraid of demons.
Got you.
Like it don't matter if it's a high rank demon, low rank demon. The man's just scared of demons, bro. Like he's completely terrified of them.
But you got to do it.
But he this all powerful exorcist that he can just exercise him like that. But the man is terrified of demons. Like
If if y'all watch and haven't watched The Last Kingdom, I need y'all to watch it just off of what he said because that is, yeah,
It's on my
that's,
list, man. It's
hey,
on my
do it,
list.
man.
I promise it's on my list.
Do it, man. That
Shit, it's on my list.
I this isn't a protagonist anchored answer, but I adore shows that can make me feel something. And
yeah,
with that, I would like to bring up anime To Your Eternity. Crazy, crazy perspective about human experience from a thing that was created by a god and is semi-immortal. The only thing that can take it out is this other thing that is also non-human. And this whole existence and this experience is to avoid that thing, but it has to feel everything that a human or whatever it is feels. And that's a crazy concept from writing to me.
Hmm. Hmm. It's already
Yeah.
out. Is it
Yeah.
out?
Yeah. To Your Eternity. It's you gonna be fighting tears on that. I don't care. I don't care. I love that. I love shows, movies, things that can make me feel that. An array of feelings. I get hyped when it wins. You feel heartache when some stuff happens.
Okay.
Like, okay, yeah. What's a protagonist? Yeah, I should have thought of more protagonist types. I think the only one I don't like is the genuinely overpowered. So the Supermans,
Saitama.
the Saitamas.
I was just about to ask what's like the least favorite.
I can't do those.
Okay.
I can't do those. And there's a difference between them reaching that in their environment. I think is how I want to word that. Because Batman is sick. He's the baddest thing walking until he meets like Superman's enemies or the Flash's enemies. You know,
Hmm.
then it's like now he has to think more. Now it's like we don't know how this is gonna go. Or like I had another one where somebody got absolutely thrashed. I don't have it no more. Y'all can go
Mm.
ahead, but I enjoy that though.
I this is gonna sound like a contradiction. I hear what you're saying, Courtney, but I think those characters are my least favorite.
Which one?
And maybe I'm gonna explain, but it sounded like the type of character Courtney was talking about. But my explanation would be characters that win by accident.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
sort
Yeah,
of.
but no,
Like,
that wasn't what I was talking about though. But I
okay,
get
so
what you're
like
saying. I
my
do get what you're saying though. Yeah.
my thought is like creature running at a character. I can't think of anybody right now. Creature running at a character. He throw his hands up and he killed a beast. It's like, come on, bro. I need more than that. And that's how they get through the story. Just by accidentally winning. I don't
Yeah.
like that shit. I don't know what the trope is called, but I've seen it a couple of times before, and it always irritates me.
Zenitsu falls in that a little bit. I think more a character more I
Like
think suited for what Courtney was talking about is like a Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. Like he was terrified of the ghouls, and then he became one.
yeah.
And this is all like first few episodes, and he
Okay.
was terrified of himself, terrified of what was happening, terrified of how he was gonna lose all his friends. He has to exist off blood now. Like it was a lot of stuff that he was like not. He disliked every single bit of it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
and had to. Yeah, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say like quick little tidbit. The best example I can give, Marty, is
Hmm.
you afraid of heights and your powers is to fly.
You
Yeah. But hey,
okay?
you gotta go fold that villain, man. You got to,
You
bro.
gotta go do it. Okay, I feel that. I feel that.
Like I don't know. I just find that funny that you like your fear is like your ultimate power. Like you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Hmm.
I find that funny.
The juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Did I use that word the right way? Hell yeah. Word drops out 2025.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's so many. It's so many. And that's why conversations like this can keep happening. Because
Mhm.
one day we going to see one that we ain't never seen before. You ain't never seen no character act like this. They just don't give. Imagine like seeing an anti hero for the first time. You probably like, damn, he don't get no fuck, but he's saving the day. This is
Hmm.
crazy. So
Mhm.
I guess I'm gonna be happy if when I see something new. I know it's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen.
I think what you just said, a good anti-hero done right. I think we're overdue a new one. I think it's been a long time since we got one of those.
Like the
I
only
could be
person I
wrong,
can think of right now is what Vegeta.
and he's not even really that. Like Red
Mhm.
Hood is that,
Right, right, okay.
or Red X, Teen Titans. Um, what's another good anti? We just got a Deadpool movie,
Sasuke,
but
he
yeah,
kind of anti-hero.
but yeah, and that was an interesting storyline on where he took it later.
Hmm.
But I don't. Who am I? What am I watching? Where I feel like I'm watching the anti. I'm not gonna lie. This might be a controversial take, but I'm gonna say it. I think Solo Leveling is that.
Why?
I, he's not a hero technically. He's saving the day, but if you've watched the first 2 to 3 episodes, he's still obeying God. He is only a player because he's the only one that obeyed God. And so it's
Yeah,
a
Solo Leveling
creep.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a power creep every day because God is telling him what to do and he has to obey.
Mm-hmm.
Once that stuff starts getting murky, is when it's like, oh yeah, he's not a hero.
Yeah.
He just a nigga with powers at this point.
That has to obey. If he's slaying humans because God told him to, he has to.
That man got
Mm.
to log in every day and do his dailies.
He does. If he doesn't, there's a penalty
They gonna give my man a handicap.
where he could die and no longer be
Yikes.
that chosen one, and God will research for another one.
Yikes. I didn't know it got that deep. Only
Yeah,
watched
it's
the first
crazy.
couple episodes.
Crazy.
I got to right when he changed appearance.
Okay.
So that's just still super early.
Yeah, because he was doing his push-ups and his laps.
He like, I
Yeah.
have to be the best. No, he's like, I gotta get somewhere. Like, I'm not
Yep.
doing nothing with my life. I gotta get good.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Solo Leveling is what we when we sit up here like, man, what if we woke up in such and such video game? That's exactly what Solo Leveling is. Like that man got to wake up every day, log in. Well, him logging in is waking up, and he got to do them dailies.
Get them daily bonuses, get some XP, nigga.
Man, for real, bro.
That's me right now.
I know I
Do them
touched on
daily.
this a little bit, but I want to speak on secondary protagonists again, real quick,
Mm-hmm.
because of this dude. A lot of stories will have fire secondary protagonists and never write them up, and it bothers me. Like sometimes, all right, here's what usually happens, and this is a trope that I'm tired of personally. Like I know that there's a protagonist and secondary protagonist for a reason, but they never let the protagonist. Oh, no, I'm sorry, they never let the secondary protagonist full on shine. Not for a season, not for a few episodes, and I'm tired of that. Like Game of Thrones, when we shifted from Battle of the Bastards era season, where we're watching a lot of stuff happen from Theon Greyjoy's point of view. I
Mm-hmm.
want that, but for my secondary protagonist. Like I'm tired of Vegeta beating up whomever and then Goku finishes it off. I'm tired of, Killua being goaded and then all of a sudden Gon has a crazy power creep out of nowhere. Have it completely like separate.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Like,
Or like
I killed this one, you killed that one. Like, let's have a back and forth with our
this
characters.
dude on my background is crazy OP, and it just kind of halted. Like his powers were literally limited to his imagination and what he thought. The more he believed that he was a knight, the crazier his powers got. Like if you dressed him up in armor, his blade would pierce almost any and everything
Because he believed, because he's
because he
playing the
believed.
part now.
Yes, he's playing the part.
That's kind of cool.
That's a crazy power. Yeah, he's not the main though, and the main got even crazier, completely different. But that's fine. That's fine.
You just
Yeah.
saying you see more of all of them.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, because he's secondary. I know he could die. Shit, kill him off.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a new secondary later. I'm cool with that too.
So do you believe it can be two primaries?
I don't know about that one. Nah, I don't know.
So you saying
Have you seen that
protagonist
done?
has to be solo?
Say it again.
Protagonist has to be solo?
I think so.
We were just
Have you
talking
seen
about
two primaries?
Supernatural.
Are those two primaries?
Dean and Sam, they not the same.
Sam and
They
Dean.
not, but
Yeah,
That's two protagonists.
yeah, two protagonists.
give me another one. Give me another one if you can, and like
Um,
anything.
Cloak and Dagger ain't two protagonists.
I don't know enough about that to be honest.
technically, yeah. If I had to say an example, maybe I don't know.
Just shoot them out there.
I was gonna say maybe One Piece because of how Oda writes it. Like everybody,
But that's
because
go
even
ahead.
though Luffy is quote unquote the main character, but it's just like
Yes.
we didn't got so much story on like Sanji and Zoro.
That's the point. But that's my point. I want more of that. Like we got a whole arc of Sasuke completely removed of Naruto, secondary protagonist, but I'm learning a lot. I enjoy that.
Oh,
Like,
but he's still secondary. It's Naruto's
yeah,
show.
he's still secondary. That's even for every Robin we've ever followed. For Jason, Tim, y'all aren't pro, y'all secondary, but we following.
Mm,
I fuck with it.
that's fair. That's
And
fair. Teen Titans.
Yeah, all of the Titans were
That's
secondary
still
characters. It
still
was a
Rob.
cast, huh?
If you watching Teen Titans, the cartoon,
Yes.
we following Robin. We following, if not everybody at the same
Technically,
time.
I mean, technically Robin, because he was the one that kept running off with Slade. It depended on the. Nope, it's still Robin. Robin was the one that was falling in love with
Starfire.
Starfire. Well, then there was the era of Beast Boy, where he
Mm-hmm.
was falling in love with Terra.
mm-hmm.
So it depends, or it might be Raven because we're going through her daddy issues.
Right. Right. But they all secondary to Robin because he the one that kicked it off, basically.
I think the way those do it is per episode on
Or
who's
like,
really the pro.
this is the story circle. Now we're
Yeah,
getting into some writing shit. Take notes. The
yeah.
story circle is very important. Each episode of anything you've ever watched follows this circle, and that's smart. You said that. That's facts. I rescind what I was gonna say. That's facts.
That's
So which is why I don't think that there are really like two primaries. Like we can say whoever has, to me, then it comes up to who has the most episodes about that person is the primary. And which is
Mm,
why I get irritated because I know Goku's the primary. I'm tired of watching this guy. What's Piccolo doing in the midst of this?
right, and that makes me think of things like Game of Thrones. I had this conversation with Quinna. I asked her. I said, "So who is this about?" And she said, "The Starks. This about Ned." And I said, "Even after all of this is happening," she's like, "Yeah, all of this is about Ned." I was like, "She kind of right."
You know what my answer to that is?
What's your answer?
And this is how great Game of Thrones is. My answer, your question is, who is this about? It is about the realm. And that is crazy writing. When you're writing about the construct of everything, that's fire.
Right. That's everybody. The world is the protagonist at that point.
And that's stupid.
Oh,
Whenever Littlefinger and fuck, what's the bald head guy's name?
Cheers.
Varys. Whenever Littlefinger and Varys have a conversation, I almost either, if I'm not laughing, I get chills because they speak on things that's just like
Yeah.
life. It's not even about
Density
Game of
next
Thrones no
level.
more. It's different. For everybody who's watching, if you made it this far after this, immediately go to YouTube and look up Littlefinger the ladder conversation. Crazy. No, it's Chaos is a Ladder, is the name of it.
I hate Littlefinger voice. He be pissing me off.
They did Snarky
You are
so
the
well by picking
you are
him.
the Lord of the Veil. I'll be like, I want to slap the fuck out of this nigga.
He's such a
You are
cool
Lady
character, man.
Sansa Stark. If you need anything, I'm like Sansa beat his ass. If you need anything, bro, every time. All right, I ain't gonna spoil it. I ain't gonna spoil it.
No, saying that, asking that question, you might have dragged this a whole lot longer than anticipated.
I'm so sorry. I'm
No,
so
I'm
sorry.
happy about it.
He
I'm happy about it.
is the fucking worst. I hate that nigga.
Shout
Every time
out,
he touch Sansa, I get mad, bro.
as you should. As you
Like,
should.
what are you doing, man? You be
What do you
grabbing her
want?
arm and shit, selling her
Doing
off.
what
He
you
don't get
want.
no fuck. Yeah, what do you want? I ain't gonna spoil it for nobody else. If you ain't seen it, please go watch it because it's great. And then go watch House of Dragon and then watch it again.
I still
Gonna
haven't
be even
finished House
better.
of Dragon.
Oh, Barney, what you doing? I'm about to. What you
I was
doing,
definitely gonna
man?
finish that, bro.
Because when my boy Sam will be at the Citadel reading them scrolls, he talking about shit that's going on in House of Dragon. And it's so nice to hear it after you've seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Me and
Yes.
Quinn went down a rabbit hole. I'm sorry, y'all. Me
Go
and Quinn
crazy.
went down a rabbit hole, and it's not that many generations in between the two shows. Figure out who all them people is and follow the lineage, and I promise Game of Thrones is gonna be better
Yeah.
when you watch it the second time.
Uh,
I real
I was gonna
Go
say
ahead.
to add on to what Fan was saying. Yeah, I would have to say that Sam and Dean is one protagonist
Okay.
because like how
Okay.
how Fan was describing it, it's not like that in Supernatural. It's not
It's
the,
both of them all the time.
all the time. Most you'll probably get like out of out of the 16 seasons, less than less than maybe 15 episodes
Okay.
is them separate, and
Oh damn.
it wouldn't even be like a full episode where it wouldn't be a full episode by themselves. They'll still be in the same episode, but they didn't piss each other off, so it just went two separate ways.
Hmm.
But other
But
than
they
that,
still make it a habit to follow both.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. The only
Real
time,
quick, I just
huh?
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna
No,
say, I
go
was gonna
ahead.
say the only time where we had like if I can remember correctly, like the only time we had like the singular episode was after Sam after Sam died and Dean didn't bring him back, and Dean actually got a chance to live a happy life for about 2 episodes.
Mm.
That's crazy. Two
Yeah,
episodes out of all of that.
yeah.
2 episodes without one of your main characters. How did that? I know it's gonna sound crazy. How did that make you feel as the watcher? You fucking with that,
I was cool.
or do
No,
you?
I was fucking with it because like you finally got you finally got a glimpse to see Dean actually be happy because even though Sam left hunting and went off to college and shit,
Mhm.
Dean followed his father around the whole goddamn time, and it was just him and his father hunting, demons and monsters and stuff and whatnot. And even though Dean was smashing multiple women, Dean never got the chance to be actually happy. So to see him actually be happy for probably about 5 episodes was great.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's on my list to actually sit down and watch. So
yeah,
I
great
think
show,
that's cool.
great show.
What I wanted to say was a brief shout out to the GOAT of all goats, George R. Martin, because I if if I ever decided to write, I aspire to be like that. Because he wrote, if I'm correct, y'all can fact check me on this. I'm pretty sure he wrote the backstory for Elden Ring. He didn't write the main story, but he wrote
Mhm.
all of the precursor of the gods and the land prior to.
Yeah,
And again, to write from the perspective of the realm is crazy work.
Yeah,
Crazy work.
you got to think about every person in that realm.
just a little tidbit for those that's listening. If y'all did not know, Elden Ring is the reason why we didn't get the last episode. I mean, the last season of Game of Thrones.
No, it's
Anybody,
facts.
anybody that watches Game of Thrones, we don't count that season. So we didn't get
We don't.
we didn't get the last season.
And Elden Ring shows.
It's the reason why we
It
didn't get it.
just shows.
Because instead of him writing the book, the man was writing Elden Ring.
Gave that
Paid
man a
off.
bag.
Paid off.
Gave that man a bag, bro.
Hey,
For
man.
the backstory. Imagine how thick the backstory is, because they drop it like Destiny and all these other games where you pick up items and there's more lore in it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You hearing characters drop knowledge on shit that happened that you wouldn't know if you. Yeah, hey man,
If you ain't locked in, you wouldn't know.
George R. Martin, bro. He's like 70 something.
And
Cherish that man while we got him, man.
just a little side note, right? This has nothing to do with that. I just want to say, I absolutely love how they did Elden Ring with not having like the characters tell me exactly what it is that I needed to do. Like, I hate when a character tell me something and then a giant yellow arrow pops on my map telling me where to go. Don't tell me where to go. Let me figure it out, please.
Don't tell me where to go.
Let me get lost, man. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Or give me the option.
right, yeah,
Like Ghost of Tsushima gives you the option. You don't have to use the wind, but you can if you need to know where to go.
right,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
I fuck with that.
Yeah, the tarnished as a protagonist is crazy
yeah.
because you're not. Because like by the end of it all, the tarnished is more the villain, if anything.
Yeah,
Hmm.
If anything, and that's the answer to my question from earlier. That's the story where you're
yeah,
starting from jump, the villain.
Hmm.
yeah. You're slaying family members, bro.
You're slaying them.
I ain't never played it, so I don't know.
Yeah,
It's okay, man. It's crazy.
all of them are related to the point where they're the brothers, sisters, or cousins.
Damn.
Yeah,
Protagonist. Oh, I can't let this episode go without speaking on one of my favorites. It's Terra from Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts.
Hmm.
That might be that might be top 5. I'm gonna be lenient with it until something
what's
else
one?
comes up. His whole shit, because then when it came back up later in 3, in Kingdom Hearts 3, with the Guardian and Ansem,
Yeah.
ugh,
For
Ugh.
ugh.
hey, for those that hasn't played Birth by Sleep, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I think fan finna know what I'm finna say, bro. That moment at the shore destroyed my whole understanding of Kingdom Hearts, bro. I had been lied to from the beginning, bro.
From the beginning.
This whole time, I thought my boy was the GOAT. They're like,
He was
nah,
all he
you put
he was
your.
the chosen.
They're like, nah, man, you shouldn't have put all your eggs in one basket.
Hey. But before y'all go play this game, know what you're getting into. This shit is so convoluted.
It's a rabbit hole.
They making this look very. I'm pointing over here because this is where y'all
Yeah,
at. They making this very condensed. You're gonna have to learn a lot before you understand what they talking about. If you don't know already,
I could, bro.
but
I could talk about the story of that game all day, bro.
that shit is nuts. We watched that shit. I've watched the whole story like twice,
Because
and
it's
I still be
good.
like, sometimes I still be trying to grasp onto it. It is good. It's really good. Sora, good protagonist.
What I what I put in the Discord, bro.
Yeah,
The fact, because this goes into the story writing, right? The fact
yeah,
that Birth by Sleep, the moment when they was at the crossroads, the fact that he wrote that from the
yes,
devil went down to Georgia,
yeah.
that adds so much layer, bro. Because
Yeah.
now it adds the layer of who the hell did they ask for power, and what is this
Hmm.
big entity now, bro?
Right. Because there's still there are baseline questions in Kingdom Hearts that the fandom just allows to be whimsical, and
Yeah,
I've never bought it. Like one from Kingdom Hearts 1, it was no one could control the Heartless. That was the thing. You meet Ansem, and it's like he still doesn't for real because he's still
mm-hmm.
engulfed in all of this by the end of it. Same for the Nobodies. Then you meet Zemnis, still no. Because even
Mm-hmm.
after that happens, you are locked away in nothing. So of course there's something higher, at least in my mind. But now, positive, optimistic perspective on that little tidbit that Nomura dropped. Speculation now for y'all. If you don't care, it's still for the protagonist. Because the real protagonist of Kingdom Hearts is supposed to be, and this is going to be what makes it cold if this is what's happening. It's supposed to be the Master of Masters. He is the protagonist of Kingdom Hearts.
Fair.
Now, what they're writing it to be and what it's looking like it's going to be, I could be completely 110% wrong, is that Sora was the protagonist of a whole nother Final Fantasy game that never got dropped.
Hmm.
So it's looking like we're going to get the Master of Masters back in whatever the next Kingdom Hearts is, or maybe not. Maybe it's the one after.
Right.
Now that Sora is looking like he's back in this thing we thought was a game, but might be the real world,
Yep.
Which is some whole other.
Like,
It's crazy. It's some crazy reality mind fuck shit because more Nomura backstory because Nomura is the protagonist. Nomura, I don't know if he got kicked off, dropped, or what happened, but he wasn't able to complete Final Fantasy 15 the way he was supposed to. So
yeah.
but he wrote most of what was supposed to happen. Mm-hmm. So they took what they had and ran with it. But now the way he wanted 15 to go, he's stuffing it in Kingdom Hearts.
Right. That's if I remember this correctly, in 3 that was the little side video game that was in the toy store.
Quadratum. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. I'm following. You see how
which is why
talk to the viewers here.
Which is why he's resetting Kingdom Hearts.
Hmm. So you think this next one gonna be a full reset?
No, it's still a continuation, but he's resetting how the story is about to be told from this point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna control it a little better.
Type shit.
I feel.
You know how we had those minor moments where you were controlling like a Riku, or Perfect by Sleep is perfect because you were jumping through 3 characters. Mm-hmm. I'd be crazy if we had jump between 2 styles of game. So you have the Final Fantasy graphics on one side and the old-fashioned Kingdom Hearts on the other. And just kind of lean away from Sora for a bit, make it mainly about what's happening in the realm of Disney and all that without Sora. So then the next game, or maybe this game will be like that. Maybe it'd be vice versa, where you're 100% in this world, but now it's no longer Kingdom Hearts. It is like Quadratum or whatever they want to call it. Mm-hmm. That was the name of the place. That's not the name of the game. The name was like Verum Rex or some shit.
That's it. That's the name of it. Yep. That's crazy. Yeah. You said it and it just clicked. That's hell of the
Verum
name.
Rex. But yeah, Quadratum is the name of the place with Shibuya in it. Mm-hmm. Which also is Nomura. It was just also combined with what's that other game? The Game Boy game? The World Ends With You. Yeah. Is also there. But keep going. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say World Ends With You was is actually part of Dream Drop Distance.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
It's part of Dream Drop Distance.
Nice.
But what I was gonna say too, Sora been in I can't even pronounce the word of the Final Fantasy world that you just said.
Quadratum, yeah.
that would be a great story to tell why the rest of the Final Fantasy cast was not in 3.
For sure.
Because after 2 we after 1 we closed the heart, then 2 defeat Xemnas and close the key thing in there too.
Yes.
Yeah. So that would explain why the rest of Final Fantasy cast was not in 3 is because they get poof back to where they supposed to be at.
Mm-hmm. Back to the real world. Real?
Right. Whatever their original reality was.
Right.
because every hooded member of 13 was from the other realm, not
Yeah.
what Kingdom Hearts was.
And we never went to a Final Fantasy world in none of the Kingdom Hearts.
Of
Remember,
three.
they got
Yeah,
they
no.
got pulled.
Oh, true.
They
No,
got they
true.
got pulled from theirs into ours.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
It was always like we just ended up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Which also goes into what Nomura said is that the next game is going to answer the question from the first game when Sora was like, this all feels like
A dream.
a far off memory.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. A shattered dream and a distant memory, or a distant memory and a shattered dream.
How you remember that? That's crazy.
The writing,
You
bro.
talking
Good
about at
writing
the
sticks
very
with you.
beginning when those
Yes.
words were like
Mm-hmm.
trickling across the screen?
Yes.
How the hell you remember that? That's crazy.
And they brought that back at the ending of the add-on of Kingdom Hearts 3
Mm-hmm.
when you had to beat technically Noctis,
Hmm.
but you know, once you beat him, the good ending is you get the revamp of Noctis driving in the back of the limo, which was the trailer for the original Final Fantasy 15, and he says those words again, which is what Sora said.
Yeah. So,
Strippy, bro.
so the tie in is that, like fans said, Sora being the character from the Final Fantasy game that was never released. So this whole time, it would have been Noctis that was inside of Kingdom Hearts.
Supposed to be.
He
He
is
would have
he
been.
is Sora.
Also, I was
Yeah.
about to say he would have been Sora then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If that's the way Nomura is going to put it, but
It'd be
that's what it
crazy.
seemed
It would
like.
be
Damn, I'm so
crazy.
curious now. So, like, what made him swap? The fact
Probably go ahead.
I was gonna say the fact that he wasn't by the end writing 15 anymore. He was like, let me just make another character.
I think so. I
Hmm.
think he just kind of collected all his stuff at that point because the writing that was left for 15 was insane. I know we've kind of gone off, but I think Kingdom Hearts is such the perfect thing to speak on for this topic because whether it's Noctis, Sora, or this other character who is the parallel to Noctis,
Hmm.
they're all the protagonists. And there's this jumping of who is who and what is what in Kingdom Hearts.
Right.
I'm not. That's crazy to me too. That's something I've never seen done and how it's being done.
I don't think I've ever seen a story like that.
Me neither.
Mm-mm.
Me
And I
neither.
mean, it's been going on for so long that it might very well be the only story that does that.
The only one that might come close is Game of Thrones for me.
Mm.
Like how they jump from the Targaryens to, the Starks to like who's really the one, who are we
Right.
following? Like you said, if your
Who
answer
this
isn't like
about?
mine and you think the realm, huh?
No, I was just reiterating who this about.
Yeah. Because if your answer isn't like mine and you don't think it's the realm, then who is it about?
Right.
Because the Targaryens, they have a very strong running to be the it family.
Mm, said it earlier. Corner's answer was Ned, and I just agreed. But like, we've been following this whole other chick, and they got a whole other show about this family. So is it really about them?
Yeah, and the fall of the Targaryens and what they went through, the madness that ensued with them, why? Because the rest of the world just thought they were like, I know we don't have to really get into the meat and potatoes of
Yeah,
this. We already
yeah,
got the meat
yeah,
and
yeah.
potatoes of Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, yeah, man,
Right, man. Hey, make something cool. We say that all the time too, man. Get out there and
please.
make some shit. Cause I want to see it. I want to read it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play that game. You hear me? But
Yeah,
I ain't got nothing else. I don't know if y'all do.
No, I was gonna add.
Probably.
I was just gonna add. Well, probably do, but I was just gonna add one little tidbit that just double back. I think when fans asking about favorite secondary characters or whatever, something like that. Question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Right now, my
Yes.
favorite secondary character is the character I created, Era. She is my favorite
All right.
right now. Yeah.
Okay. See, if you don't see it nowhere, you gotta make it.
Yeah.
This the character I want to see. That's crazy. That tied into exactly what we were just saying. Get you one.
2025 is gonna be the year of creating. I just know it.
We trying. We out here grinding.
Doing.
Yeah, keep doing that shit.
Facts.
Do it. With my green screen at.
All right, man. Like we about to close it out. So, yeah. Like the video, share the video, put down in the comments, your favorite protagonist, secondary character, antagonist. Cause me, I'm a villains person through and through. But yeah,
That's
man.
true.
Put it down. Let us know what you like, what you hate. We all, I can probably say that we all hate the whole pervy trope. I'm tired of that.
You talking about the nosebleeds?
Yeah, even though one of my favorites, even though Sanji is one of my boys, but I'm tired of the trope, man. The one I hate the most is Mineta. I hate Mineta with a passion.
That's the purple guy from
That
My Hero.
damn grape.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, put it down in the comment, man. Let them know and whatnot. And unless these guys got some last words, nope. All right, man. We gonna catch y'all later, man. Peace.